Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we currently have ourselves a ghost here that I'd like to do at least a little bit of planning on. I don't know if we'll actually get this all set up. Let's see. I mean, that on its own is 348k. And that doesn't have a fusion core in it. This normally has an engine core 300. Okay, do we have a 300? We have a 280. Kind of close. Got that MML on there. I'm going to take that out for now. We'll completely strip this thing down. It is running a double heatsink kit. Okay. We'll remove the Beagle probe for temporary. We may put it back. Now, let's see here. We've got a ballistic hardpoint in the center torso. Okay, we can put ferrofibrous and endosteel structure on this. I don't think that'll be a problem. If it is, we can always take it off, and I'm already seeing that we're probably going to not want to run this right now, but I just want to get myself a little bit familiarized here. We could run potentially something... We made this guy really fast. Hypothetically, if we were to run... We obviously can't do this, but if we were to run like an XL engine on this, and then we were to just make this in the center torso be, say, a machine gun array. We don't have the slots for that. But if we were to just make this be like a machine gun plus then, like that, hypothetically. And then we were to make it be something along the lines of, this is just like a crit fisher. And we would have, say, small pulse lasers here and here, and a small pulse laser here. And then ideally these would be streak SRM6s. And it would be something along the lines of this. Of course, we'd need some ammo. And I would love to do deadfire ammo for it. So like 2 tons of deadfire SRM ammo. And then we'd need a half ton, if we can, of machine gun ammo. So that puts us 1 ton overweight. Our heat efficiency is perfect as is. Fascinating. We could just drop the machine gun out of this. That is an option. You know what? I kind of like it. Do something like this for the legs. I mean, that could work. I would absolutely love to see a melee enhancer on this. Put a chainsaw on there. That's an option. Yeah, absolutely. Bolt-on mortar 5, we don't, I think, have the specialist tonnage for, but I don't hate this. To the point where I'm actually thinking about committing to this right now. We've got an improved FCS on this. And do we want to perhaps get something a little bit better here? A comm suite on this? Comm suite plus might not be bad. Gives it a little more resolve. We could put advanced optics on it. It's an option. I mean, I think that's better if you're further away. Gives you thermal vision as well. Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. That is not terrible at all. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind running claws either, but that'll definitely put us overweight, for sure. I'm strongly leaning towards doing this. Hypothetically. That's interesting, right there. What is that melee max damage? 275. That is kind of a lot of melee damage. Now that's 3 tons overweight. What is the movement on this right now? 5 and 8? I mean, we could bring that down a little bit. We could put in a slightly smaller engine core. The next step down we have is a 245. That would give us 1 ton to work with. Which would then, of course, mean that we could put the machine gun back on. Put on that 50% crit machine gun. And then put in half a ton of machine gun ammo. And what does that actually do for our overall movement? All we lose is a sprint hex. I think this is acceptable. Yeah, this is going to be expensive. But this is pretty good. It'd be hilarious if we could put a sheathed beacon in there. In fact, we could. We absolutely could put a sheathed beacon in there. Now that would be removing the comm suite. I'm definitely leaning towards this. Do I have any issues? I think we have required heat sinks, maybe? Yeah, we have an external free heat sink. I mean, it's not like we have a heat issue, but sure. We would have to put in a double heat sink somewhere like this. That would, of course, mean that we could theoretically have additional heat. I mean, what would we do with it, though? Swap out the small pulse lasers for what, exactly? I mean, we could put in, like, a medium pulse laser instead, but the tonnage differential, I think, doesn't really work. We could go for an ER medium laser over here. It's an option. But I think overall we're better off with the small pulse laser with what we're trying to do with this thing. No, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is good. I think we do it. Yes, it's going to put us super low on the cash.
I'll let you know when that's done.
But I want to prioritize working on that. And let's go at least until the Centurions are done. Actually, until our mech warriors are back is how far we need to go here. There we go. Now, the Ghost, Vulcan, and Firestarter, I'm pretty sure we're okay with not waiting on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be fine. So let's go ahead and deploy at this point. We're going to need, of course, to train up our mech warriors, but I'm reasonably happy about this. I think for Hacker, what do you drive, Hacker? Stiletto? Absolutely, we take this point of tactics. We're going to take Tactician. 1,000,000% here. Yes.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Ready for order.
For LaFay, I mean, I still want to go down the tactics and gunnery trees right now. For overhead, I think we'll take a point of tactics since we do have those LRMs.
Orders.
For scrub, sure, a point of guts will be fine. And for wildfire, sure, you don't need anything. Let's go ahead and deploy on something. This is a very intriguing mission. It's not a double priority salvage. Maybe we just take cash and use that to pay for our Ghost. So we have the dual Centurions here. We can bring the Raven and Stiletto. That's great. And then I guess we just bring the Javi. I mean, it's not a fantastic mech, but do we have anybody who has affinities with it? That's a negative, so I think we'll bring Buzz. Sure. This shouldn't be too bad. I think this will be completely okay. We know that the enemy force will be relatively small, so I'm reasonably fine with this. And I really want that Ghost to come online. The triple SRMs with Deadfire, oof. SRM 6s. So that's 18 SRMs, up to 180 damage, plus the Deadfire, which is, I believe, a 50% damage boost. Ugh. And then another 45 from the small pulse, plus the melee attack. That is nice. I didn't actually look at the mech quirk, did I? I probably should have. At any rate, we need to destroy the Pirate Lance. We have an extremely time-sensitive mission for you. The remains of an enemy company are preparing to extract. Strike fast and hit them before they escape. We've only got time to load one leopard, but we know the enemy force will be small as well. Okay, let's get in there and see what we've got.
Interface initiated.
Okay, they're up over there. And we don't have any allies. That's not shocking. Ooh, we don't have much space to deploy in. I'm going to actually... Yeah, I'm going to deploy up over here in the water. And let's see how this goes.
Let's get to fight. I'm ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, so we see a cargo truck up there. We're going to reserve.
All right, everyone. Stay focused.
We're going to reserve again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again.
I'll just wait here.
Oh, he just braced, didn't he? Okay. Sure.
Yep.
At this point, the Centurion is going to come forward a little bit, and we're going to look to drop an LRM-20 on the cargo truck.
Firing.
Decent armor shred there. We will be very happy about that one.
Yeah.
Our Javelin is going to sprint forward over here, as much as it can, which in the water isn't tremendously far.
I'm receiving you.
This one's going to close in
Confirmed.
this Centurion.
Yes, Commander.
The Blackjack will step forward, and we're going to drop LRMs on the cargo truck. It is just out of our LOS, which is sad.
Ready for orders.
The Raven is going to move up here. There's not a lot of places it can go right now.
Yes,
And
Commander.
the Stiletto is just going to come forward as well.
Okay, throttle up.
Okay.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
So about that, we know the enemy force will be small, Darius. That's an Orion. Oh boy. A really lightly armored Orion. Multi-purpose VTOL, a fire starter. This is really interesting. And a Hector over there? Okay. This actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
We're going to move the Centurion over here.
Understood.
I would love to shoot down this multi-purpose VTOL. And in fact, I think we're going to go for it.
I'm taking the shot.
Okay, reasonable armor reduction there. Who is moving? It is the Hector. Okay. Interesting.
Yes, Commander.
So this Centurion is going to sprint up over here. And that's just the heavy rifle. We're not going to fire the heavy rifle.
Commander.
The Raven is going to head up over this way. We got to get out of this water. We're fairly exposed right now. The Orion moves up to the ridge. Fires on the Stiletto. Doesn't actually do as much damage as he could have.
Armor's holding, Commander. Nothing to see
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Our Javelin is going to sprint up to here. And we're going to look at trying to get that Orion a bit unsteady. Okay, that was a tremendous failure. That's okay. We're not shocked by this. That's a mine layer truck. That's disgusting. We don't have any PPCs. Okay, well, it's out of mines. The Blackjack is going to step forward over here. I'd like to stay out of the minefield. Maybe we actually stay put. 51% hit odds on that mine layer.
Copy
Okay,
that.
light him up. Would have liked a little less spread on that
Waiting for
damage,
order.
in all honesty. And that's 194 mines. This is only 38.
On the move. Full
We'll head up
speed.
over there. Okay, round 3. Ooh. Does that remove the mines around here if he hits us? Or did he actually have to hit the ground for that?
Orders.
171 mines. No, we should go the same direction, clearly.
On my way. Double time.
Okay. So those are lights, or these lights anyway, out of the minefield. Firing on the javelin. That's okay.
What do you need?
Our Centurion is going to close in up over here.
I'll do what I can.
I would love, absolutely love, to take out that Orion. Unfortunately, our hit odds are so much better on the mine layer truck.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
We still haven't broken its armor. Our damage is so spread out right now. Sad.
Yes, boss.
Okay, so our stiletto has to come in over this way.
Double time.
I'll go ahead and position here, and we're just going to fire the SRM at this mine layer.
Engaging.
That's finally a structure exposure and a pilot ejection. Okay, good. The Hector moves up. Fires on that Blackjack. Does a fair amount of damage, to be sure, but the Blackjack can handle it for now. The Hector is positioned here. This is an interesting position
I'm
for
here.
it, for sure. I think that we just charge in with the Centurion, or maybe we use this jump pack. Yes, we're going to jump here
Here we go.
to clear some of these landmines. And in terms of hit odds, I think we pot shot the Orion, but I'm not going to fire the heavy rifle here. We still haven't managed to hit it. That's okay.
That's a miss.
A frontal assault on the Orion isn't the plan. Gun technical moves up. There's not much over there, though. The Orion skylines. Oof. Right into the javelin there with a structure exposure.
That one was a bad one right there.
And that hit in the arm. Okay. We can
Ready
manage
for
this. The Blackjack stays put. And now we're going to start lighting up that Orion. I can't help but notice that they managed to hit us in the cockpit previously. That's definitely infuriating, but we're okay for now. That was some good damage there. Like I said, this Orion has really, really low armor. Javelin is kind of in the middle of all these mines. Yeah. It looks like this is going to be our best bet,
I
but...
copy.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse. In all honesty, that could have been way worse. That Orion is getting close to going down already, which is slightly shocking, actually. We're going to step up with our Centurion
Let's
here,
move.
and we light him up.
Copy that.
He is so low on armor.
Receiving you.
Like, I can't believe how little armor that Orion has. We're going to come on over here.
Acknowledged.
Commando fires on the Javelin. Gets no hits. Perfect. Okay. Next up, Helicopter fires on the Centurion. Okay, that's fine. Did it clear out any of those mines? That would have been nice. I don't think so. Okay.
Good
Next
to
up,
go.
our Stiletto is coming up here and melee attacking the Hector in its rear arc. And we're going for a kill on it.
Got it. Putting my weight into
Yes,
it.
we hit. He is now unsteady. That's huge. Once again, our damage was very spread out there.
I am out of short-range missiles.
That's a hunchy? Okay. Yeah, once again, our damage was very spread out there. A little bit unfortunate on that one, but let's just pop out of the minefield with our Centurion
out.
here. And then we're going to fire on this Orion, and we're absolutely firing the heavy rifle here.
Engaging target.
That Orion is getting very close to going down. And I'm not just saying getting knocked down from
Commander.
instability, which it is. Let's be completely honest about that one. But it's also very close to just plain going down. Dying. Like, straight up. We're going to move the Javelin over here,
Hauling ass.
and the idea is to hit this Hector.
Lock in target.
Good armor reduction there. That Hector is getting very close to going down. It moves now. Fires on the Javelin, misses everything, and probably shuts down here. Yep, that's a shutdown. This Hector is dead. It doesn't live. Gun Technical moves up. Oof. That made me a little sad.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
That definitely made me a little sad, but we're doing okay for now.
Right.
Our Blackjack is going to look to finish this Orion. It could very easily die here.
On.
And it did. Perfect.
One less target.
That was a really crappy Orion, in all honesty. Phase 21, they have somebody moving out there. It's a commando. Sure.
Got something you want done?
Our Raven is going to sprint in over this way. And we're going to look to definitely take out this Hector. Go for the leg.
All weapons are go.
As a foot destruction, we didn't quite get a knockdown on
Critical
him.
hit, Commander.
Okay.
Commander.
Our Stiletto is at this point going to come over this way. I would love to get into rear arc of this guy. I'm a little concerned about these guys getting into Stiletto rear arc, but I think we're okay. And I do want to use the eye rocket on the technical since we'll get the bonus damage. Hopefully we don't miss this. Okay, good. There we go. Gun technical is dead.
I say we give him what for.
And at this point, our Centurion is going to advance over here. This is the heavy rifle Centurion. We'll fire on this guy, but I'm not firing the heavy rifle round. Yeah, just a pot shot. Okay.
No love on that strike.
And
Copy.
the Javelin is, at this point, definitely going to come into the rear arc of the Hector. And we're going to go for the kill. This will definitely be a knockdown, no matter how we slice it. But that's a straight up kill.
Enemy down.
Another one for the kill board.
Fantastic. Okay. The Stiletto's okay for now. We're definitely slightly concerned about the Stiletto.
Yep.
Okay, this Centurion is going to sprint up over here. It
Bugging
can't
out.
get into a particularly good location. These guys are kind of hiding on the other side of this hill. We'll just fire on the VTOL, see what we can get. Okay, a little bit of armor off of it. Firestarter moves up, fires on the Stiletto. We're not shocked by this. What we are shocked by is the fact that it barely hit even with the tag.
Standing
Take
by.
it. We will definitely take that. The Blackjack moves up, and we're going to drop more missiles on the VTOL, probably. Actually, the Firestarter is the better target.
Engaging.
That wasn't particularly good, but it's all good. Ow. Okay. We definitely need to pull the Stiletto out of there, but that's not a shock. And we should be able to.
Good to go.
Now the Raven is going to sprint up to here. That's okay.
Understood. Moving fast.
Who do they move? Commando. Yikes. Destroyed the SRM-6. Okay, that's replaceable.
We lost
Oh,
fire.
he ejected? I mean, he didn't have to eject, but that's okay.
Aye, aye.
Better that he eject than we take more damage
On
in
my
that
way.
torso, but I was just going to disengage him. So that's completely fine. We'll go ahead and fire our chaff countermeasures at this guy. Okay, sounds good. That Hunchy is the concern. For sure. Okay, light PPC hitting the Raven.
Systems holding.
Sounds
Commander.
fine. The Javelin, we have to make sure that its left-hand side is facing away from these guys.
Copy.
So we'll position it up here. These are very poor hit odds, but we'll see what we get. That was better than I expected, in all honesty. The Hunchy just
Waiting
didn't
for
really
orders.
do anything. That's fine by me. Centurion's going to position up here. A 50%? Yeah, we'll take that for the heavy rifle. I want to shoot this guy down. Nope. Not much at all there. Okay. Firestarter moves up.
Commander.
Our Blackjack is going to position up over
On the
here.
move.
Once again, I'd love to see this guy shot down.
Confirmed.
There we go. Excellent. So now we just need to take care of that
Take
Hunchy.
that, you little bastard.
And, of course, the Commando and the Firestarter. But the Hunchback is the threat there. Although, now that we have a direct LOS on that Commando, that'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and reserve here
Holden for tactical advantage.
and see where they go. Sure.
Commander.
That's acceptable. So we're going to move up with our Raven here.
On my way. Double time.
And I'm going to try to tag this Firestarter with a beacon. That was better than I expected, in all honesty. We did manage to narc it. Once again, our Javelin we need to protect the left-hand side of. So I'm going to move it down over to here. And this is not as protected as I was hoping. We'll have to place it here. Okay. Couple of hits on the Firestarter there.
I'm here.
Now the Centurion, we're going to just inexorably advance over this way.
Position confirmed.
And we'll potshot this guy. Couple of decent hits there.
Orders.
Our Blackjack, we will advance over here.
Position confirmed.
And once again, we'll fire on this Commando since we have a direct LOS. The Bombast missed. But that was a decent armor reduction there.
I'm receiving you.
The Centurion, we're going to sprint up over here.
Affirmative.
And we're going to fire on this guy, but not with the heavy rifle. A couple of hits there. We'll take it. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Now our Centurion steps up again, and I'm going to step up here where we have a direct LOS. I'm going to not fire the rotary rifle this time.
Roger.
Okay.
Short-range missiles are out.
Allegedly,
Commander.
anyway. The Raven, we're going to walk up over here, and I would absolutely... No, I don't want to go there. I would love to walk up and melee these guys, but that's really not a great option. It's not an autocannon Hunchy. Now, this is a position. We'll accept that. Light him up rear arc. That was some internal damage, including an SRM-6 crit. And we successfully narked the Hunchy. I like it. Commando steps back, fires on the Centurion. We don't care. That's fine. Firestarter fires on that Javelin. That's really not bad. That could have been
Smart
way
punch.
worse.
Good to go.
Our Blackjack will advance,
On my way.
and we're absolutely firing on that Commando.
Firing a full salvo.
We missed the Bombast laser, but that's fine. Structure exposure. That's what we like to see. Okay, he's going to melee our Raven. Fingers crossed. He missed. Fantastic. That was risky, for sure. Yeah, that was good.
I'm here.
If he had hit that, that could have been really bad. But he didn't.
Location confirmed.
So it's all good. We're going to fire on the Commando. I am going to fire this heavy rifle.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Yeah, that wasn't great. That definitely wasn't great.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, I've seen better crits.
Copy.
That's for sure. The Javelin is going to come up over here. I would really like to get into rear arc of the Hunchy. It's not an option, and the left-hand side is quite exposed here. So we're going to instead position, like, over here and turn like that. It's
Confirmed.
not great, but we don't really have anything in this arm that we care to not lose. I'm going to go ahead and fire on the Hunchy's side arc here. And the reason for that was to build up instability. But actually, he missed his melee attack, so he doesn't have any evasive. We're going to get in behind him and kick him.
Roger that.
With the legendary Raven melee attack. And that is one dead Hunchy. Fantastic.
Hostile.
I would say we punched way above our weight this mission, and technically we did, but they had a really, really bad mech loadout on both the Orion and the Hunchy. Like, it just wasn't good.
Damage minimal.
Standing by.
A Centurion cannot get into position over here. Can we get up any of these? Not exactly. Okay, we're gonna have to position like this. It's really not good.
Firing.
But we're gonna have to go around the long way. This Centurion, we might be able to use the jump pack. Wow, he missed so much there. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Lord Blackjack is going to step up.
Copy that.
And we are, of course, going to go for whoever we have the best hit odds on, which is Firestarter.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Standing by.
Centurion here, yeah, we do have access to the jump pack. So we're going to head up over
All right,
towards the cliff
let's
here with this
move.
Centurion. I wasn't sure if that was a one-time use thing or what. So the Javelin is, I think, relatively safe to come in and backstab their Firestarter, especially since it's out of bolt-on eye rockets.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we got the hit there. Nice. Yeah, that was solid.
That was a critical hit.
Okay.
I'm here.
Now our Centurion moves again, and we're going to position here. And we definitely fire on the rear arc with our missiles here.
Copy that.
63% hit odds on that. And that is a dead Firestarter.
Target destroyed.
Excellent. All they've got now is the Commando. We'll see what it does. Probably fires on the rear arc here, right? Oh, it goes for the Raven. Interesting. But I don't care.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, this Centurion is not really in a position to get up this cliff right now. We'll just sprint up to
Moving
here.
at full
It's not like we
throttle.
can really do too much currently.
Receiving
That's
you.
okay. We'll position up in the side arc with the Raven,
Heading out.
and we'll light him up. He is
Roger
skylined.
that.
Probably should have positioned in the front arc, considering he had no CT armor.
Critical
But
hit, Commander.
okay. Our Javelin is going to position in that front arc.
Location confirmed.
We've only got the 4 SRMs. Oof.
Confirmed.
Well, we did what we could there.
Eso.
Oh, and he ejected. Sure, it was good enough. Yeah, I'm not sure I would... On the one hand, that was a milk run.
Mission
On the
successful.
other hand, they had no Orion. So, there's that. That was just kind of an odd mix of really potent chassis and really bad armor and weapons. Like, I don't know. We're going to have to repair a little bit for sure, but overall that's not too bad. I'm going to take both of these Orion 1C parts. Absolutely. I think we will get rid of these for sure. Okay. So we'll have a few repairs to do. It's no big deal though. Nothing too bad. That is definitely something that we need to work on though, is our pilots ejecting. They've been doing that a little bit too frequently, if you ask me, when it's not strictly speaking necessary. Sometimes it's good, but also sometimes it's not. I mean, in that particular situation, I think the stiletto was fine. I would have just disengaged it. But, it could have been either, in all honesty. Yes, go ahead and do that. That's a decent price. However, we are going to have to work on some of these. I'm going to let these go ahead and tick forward, as is, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue working on getting our ghost. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.